The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. There's Chris Olave. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
York able to send this one through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down and a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 54 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
ETN up the middle.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN.
And some room to work.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Straight ahead, ETN.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Saints will have the football back. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Hold up, wait, stop. You can meet me at the top. I got Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. I'm born in the music. My brand new horizon, the world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time, and it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found and